Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. So, as you can see, my name is Bharat Krish, president at Time Digital. That was a dramatic start, I know, but the reason why that video is there is because it was actually created by one of our NFT community members, unprompted, because they love being part of our Web3 community. We call timepieces. But thank you for Anne for inviting me here again. For today's topic, I would like to explain NFTs and Web3 through the lens of our experience at Time. So some of you are wondering, what does Time, a legacy company, a legacy media company, have to do with NFTs and Web3? So the reason is we call Time a 99-year-old startup. So it has reinvented itself. I joined Time about 2 years ago to be able to rapidly transform the brand and the company through innovation. So last year, we started our own NFT and Web3 journey, and we called it Timepieces as a separate brand. We wanted it to be native and native crypto. So far, this has been an incredible journey with lots of ups and downs. Just to give you some numbers, we've done over 6 NFT drops. That has yielded around a volume of sales of $60 million. Over 20,000 people are part of our strong NFT community on Discord, and around 30,000 strong followers on Twitter. So before I go into more details, I do want to explain what do I mean by Web3. So some of you are probably native crypto in the audience. Some are new to it. Some are curious. So maybe I should level set by explaining also with the light of how we're approaching it at Time. So let's Web 1, let's say what was in the 90s, and it was mostly static pages that were decentralized, but mostly read-only. And then came Web 2, which is read and write, and mostly centralized by Facebook, Google, Twitter, and blogs, and so on and so forth. So Web3 is this promising paradigm where you can read, write, and own an asset at the same time. So thanks to the invention of blockchain and the technology, and being able to use a distributed ledger, a transparent database that everybody can see, and you layer tokens on top of it, you're now able to read, write, and own. So obviously, there's a lot more in there. I'm trying to simplify this. One vehicle of doing this is through NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. So what are they? So they are unique digital assets. In our case, it's an artwork, right? So it's an artwork by one of our amazing timepiece artists, NFT artists, that is secured and contained on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, so to go into a little deeper, why is it so interesting? So why NFTs, and why? I think it's because of 3 elements there. Actually 4 elements. One is ownership. Second is identity. Third is utility, and then it's the ability to create a community around all of that. So what do I mean by ownership? So the ability to verifiably own digital assets. In our case, it's a digital art created by one of the 90 NFT artists in our timepieces community. So when you participate in an NFT drop by timepieces, you buy an asset. It is permanently coded to be owned by you on the blockchain. And it's indisputable. Anybody can look it up and see you own it. So that's what I mean by ownership. The second is identity. By owning an NFT, it becomes, since it's transparent, it becomes your identity. So think of it as like avatars that are coded for you on the blockchain. So I, for example, use an artwork. I've been using this artwork lately that I own by this Mexican artist called Mariana Pedrosa, where a dove is sitting on top of a garbage bag, and it symbolizes our current situation in Ukraine. So so that's I could change that identity tomorrow based on how I feel and my, what I own and what I resonate with, what my values are. So so those are two exciting things. But the third is utility. So now that you own something, you have identity. Now you can use that NFT to then get access to benefits and perks. So what do I mean by that? So if you own a timepiece NFT, you can participate in our weekly artist talks. You can connect your wallet to time.com. Your NFT also acts as a subscription for the website. You can access events, in real life events. Maybe it's our Time Person of the Year event. You are also, you can access screening from our Time studios. So it's basically providing that utility with NFT as your sort of loyalty token. And since it's forever, you're part of the community forever as well. So then the fourth is the community itself. So which is, in my mind, the most important here. So to be part of a community and to have that social proof by members that you're part of the community is important. So so in our case, our community is in Discord. Today, that's how we manage it. We have around 20,000 people, strong community there. We discuss topics ranging from photography to painting, to illustration, to tech. We also bring in other communities to come in and have a conversation with us, and also promote their NFT drops. So it's a vibrant community. So one of the important elements here for the success of NFTs, and I've seen this over and over, where for it to be successful, we need to make sure that it's value-based. So it took a lot of work for us to build that. Initially, the community was greed-based members who wanted to trade and to make a profit. But over time, we built a more diverse community, an inclusive community. We promote a give first culture, which I learned my journey at Techstars. And the community, what that means is community members help each other without asking for anything in return. They help other communities that are like-minded as well. So, so it's in order to make all of this happen for us, we can't do it without the technology, the product, and the engineering. So we built an amazing team that makes this all happen. It is purpose-built and optimized for Web3 needs. So, so unlike in Web2, just going back, where a brand then creates a product, then leverages marketing to find the consumers, right? So in Web3, it's a bit inverted. So it's for you to be successful, you have to make sure that you've done a lot of research and you're part of communities, and you're having the conversation with the communities first. Then you create the assets that align with those communities and the values. Then you use the brand to uplift the community and the art, right? So, so it's community first, then the digital assets, then the brand. So that is our biggest learning, and something that I want to make sure that you all know before you get into the journey. Okay, so so over the past year, we've done many drops and built a number of technology firsts but we're most proud of, what we're most proud of is building this values-based community. So I would love for you all to come check it out and come to time.com/timepieces, and you'll see all of our drops. You can actually go into our Twitter and Discord. Welcome. Everybody here is welcome. We want to invite you there. But before I go, I want to leave you with an example, right? So of a video of a latest project that we this project was in a collaboration with the famous music producer Timbaland. And we combined that with 15 of our timepiece artists. They're mostly Black and Latino backgrounds and women that interpreted the tune that he gave us visually. So the collectors who now own this NFT get access to Timbaland's Beat Club. They can then download the tune royalty-free and create their own versions and participate in a music context. So I'm sure some of you are thinking like, okay, if you can download something with an music with an NFT, then does this change the paradigm? Does this change the Spotify paradigm for being able to own music as opposed to renting it, right? So yes, that's what we're talking about. This is still experimental. Everything I've talked about is still early. Our journey is early. So let's all, I guess, build together and create a Web3 future. So before I go, enjoy this video and thank you for listening to this.